Suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu has voluntarily handed over several electronic devices to investigators amid a case opened by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Ndledla Mkhwanazi, who accuses him of defeating the ends of justice. Mchunu's new appointment, spokesperson Thembiso Mshengu, confirmed that the devices were handed to authorities on Thursday as part of ongoing investigations into alleged corruption and interference in the criminal justice system. Mshengu told the IOL news publication that we believe it relates to the case opened by the KZN Commissioner for Defeating the Ends of Justice. He added that Mchunu would continue to cooperate with the investigators, stressing the minister's commitment to transparency and accountability. Mr. Mchunu reiterates his full cooperation with all lawful processes and reaffirms his unwavering commitment to transparency, accountability, and respect for the rule of law. The spokesperson maintained that the suspended minister has nothing to hide and remains confident that due process will vindicate him. And said from the outset, Mr. Mchunu has maintained that he has nothing to hide and welcomes any lawful investigation aimed at clarifying facts and upholding the integrity of public office. He remains confident that due process will confirm his actions were ethical, lawful, and consistent with his duties as a member of the executive. The developments stem from a case lodged by Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, who testified before the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry. Mkhwanazi alleged that Mchunu's December 2024 directive to disband the KZN Political Killings Task Team amounted to interference aimed at shielding individuals implicated in corruption and organized crime. Mkhwanazi told the commission that the team had been assisting Gauteng's counterintelligence unit in investigating a string of high-profile murders. However, the probe allegedly met resistance soon after it began. The defeating the ends of justice case that I reported relates to the people who were involved in stopping this investigation, Mkhwanazi said during his testimony. He claimed Mchunu's order to shut down the task team effectively obstructed the investigation into deep-rooted corruption within Gauteng's criminal justice structures. During a fiery media briefing in July, Mkhwanazi accused Mchunu of bowing to pressure from politically connected associates, including controversial businessman Vusi Matlala, who is facing charges of attempted murder, and alleged political informant Brown Mokhotsi. According to Mkhwanazi, Vusi Matlala, who reportedly secured a 360 million rand police contract in 2024, had ties to both criminal networks and Mchunu's political activities. He further alleged that senior police officers linked to drug cartels were intentionally delaying investigations into the murders of several prominent entertainment figures. The mounting allegations prompted President Cyril Ramaphosa to establish the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry to probe claims of corruption and interference within the police ministry. Ramaphosa also appointed Professor Firoz Kachela as acting police minister, pending the outcome of the investigation. Mchunu's conduct is also under scrutiny by a parliamentary ad hoc committee which is running a parallel inquiry into similar allegations. Central to both investigations is the disbandment of the PKTT, a decision Mchunu continues to defend. Appearing before Parliament, he argued that the unit had outlived its purpose and no longer fulfilled an effective role. For now, both the Matlanga Commission and Parliament's ad hoc committee continue to sift through evidence as they attempt to determine whether Mchunu's actions were legitimate, administrative decisions, or a calculated effort to obstruct justice. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news. Meanwhile, suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu allegedly lost his cool in a meeting to discuss the winding down of the Political Killings Task Team. Division Commissioner for Crime Intelligence Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo told the Matlanga Commission on Wednesday that Mchunu reacted with anger when Khumalo suggested the unit should be disbanded. Khumalo said the minister reacted in anger during a meeting in late March 2025 to discuss the disbandment of the PKTT when the Crime Intelligence boss said the unit was dealing with a new case previously under investigation, which was now going to court. Khumalo said that upon mentioning an update about a new case that was now going to court, the minister got angry and started making accusations against him, and said the minister seemed angry with me. At this point, the National Commissioner and I were still proposing that the disbandment should not be implemented, but if it was going to be implemented, that it be a gradual disbandment as proposed in the March 6 meeting. He added that the minister simply would not listen to anyone. He criticized me for being in charge of the PKTT and crime intelligence and questioned why the National Commissioner and I were so invested in keeping the PKTT. Khumalo said Mchunu was completely against the gradual approach and wanted the immediate disbandment of the task team. He said when Mchunu was reminded that the PKTT was initiated in part by President Cyril Ramaphosa, Mchunu said that we should not mention the president and said he mentioned that he was tired of hearing about the president. Then he said that the president was in agreement that the PKTT must be disbanded and said, I was shocked by this revelation since the president was briefed about the work of the PKTT after it was deployed to the Eastern Cape to assist in the Fort Hare University matter. He said that the meeting, which ended abruptly, was also attended by the two deputy ministers, Kasel Matale and Poli Boishelo. Khumalo mentioned that in March 6 meeting, the winding down plan was suggested by Masemola and was supported by Lieutenant General Tebelo Mosekedi, the Deputy National Commissioner for Policing. Khumalo told the commission that Mosekedi suggested that it would be dangerous and not cost-effective to disband the PKTT immediately. However, the Deputy National Commissioner for Crime Detection, Lieutenant Shadrack Sibiya, and Minister's Chief of Staff, Cedric Nkabinde, were not happy with a winding down plan. Khumalo said Sibiya and Nkabinde were concerned that Khumalo's winding down plan did not include the option for immediate disbandment, and said the winding down would mean that the dockets under investigation will remain with the PKTT, something that Sibiya and Nkabinde were against. He said that at the time, the 121 dockets under investigation by the PKTT had not yet been handed over as per Sibiya's earlier instruction. General Khumalo said that Sibiya and Nkabinde did not even want any reference or mention of the PKTT. They wanted the task team to be referred to as investigators.
Witnesses that there was an attempt to open a criminal case against you, first in Pretoria and then in Soweto, but both were unsuccessful. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Commissioner, thank you. I'm aware of that. It is linked with the same information that I've provided, an attempt to open the case, the false case, then with regards to the missing watches during the raid. Well, one can say from our side and also Mr. Matlala's was really not a festive period. We were very busy from the 6th of December, one can say up until the 31st of December. So for the whole month, looking at the engagements, investigations and operations and compliance inspections that we were busy with during the month of December, and then on the other side, lots of attempts also from his side to approach the High Court with the interdict and attempt to open those cases against myself and the team. So both sides were very busy during the month of December. Unfortunately or coincidentally, then the month of December ended with the disbandment letter of the very same busy month ended with the disbandment letter on the last day of December.
General, do you know if statements were taken in either the Pretoria police station or the Soweto police station relating to the criminal case that they wanted to bring against you?
One cannot be 100% sure, Commissioner, whether statements were indeed taken.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.